What up? I'm Tuez, and this is Tuezday Productions. If you're seeing this video, it means you aren't subscribed to my channel. Actually, 85% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you can go hit that red subscribe button down there for me, help reduce that metric a little bit, it would mean a lot. But you're probably wondering who I am or what I do. Like I said, my name's Tuez. I'm the sole owner, operator, and founder of Tuezday Productions, LLC. We're a music marketing company whose current primary focus is developing systems that will create successful artists. Right now, I'm in the discovery phase where I'm using my own artist persona to test tried and true methods to witness firsthand what works and what does not, ultimately allowing me to provide better products and services to my demographic, you. But Tuezday Productions isn't just for artists. We make content for music lovers as well. I'm dropping at least 6 new releases this year, along with 6 music videos, a ton of behind the scenes content to be accompanied with that. Again, make sure you're subscribing so you don't miss anything Tuezday. There was ducks down there. So let's back up a bit. How did I get here? I'm from a small rural town. I grew up on a cattle ranch. I know, right? But I'd always been interested in music from a young age. Used to be infatuated with watching my uncle play guitar and sing country songs. Country music was the only genre that anyone ever listened to that I knew. My childhood was just before streaming services, so other genres and other artists weren't as accessible. You had to listen to what was on the radio, and Dad didn't let you touch the radio dial. But one day, I was in a local Family Dollar with my mom, and I noticed an Eminem CD, and I saw it and said, I'm taking that home. I begged and pleaded my mom, and there must have been enough sincerity and desperation on my 12-year-old face because she eventually caved, and I got the CD. I took it home, I put it in my portable DVD player, I turned the volume all the way down to 1, I folded it flat, and I put it underneath my pillow. I listened to that thing every single night. I probably still have that album memorized. So between that curtain call CD and my mom, they are solely responsible for my infatuation with the rap and hip-hop culture. And don't get me wrong, Shady is one of the greatest artists of all time, but I had no idea how bad my mind was about to be blown when I discovered all the other genres, all the other styles, other artists, and just the variety in music in general. I used to go to school and have rap battles with my friends. We would write them down on pieces of paper, and I kept every note I ever wrote in my back pocket. Came out to about this far. One day my teacher noticed, and she ended up taking them from me, reading them, took me out in the hallway. My favorite teacher ever, by the way. The opposite of what all these rappers told you, though. She told me it was amazing that I was doing something like that at that age, and that she felt as if I was going to do something with it. Here I am. Fast forward to middle school, I'd heard about a couple local artists in my area making music my age and similar to what I liked. So I got into contact with them. The first one, DJ Crump, who has been an amazing mentor and just somebody to look up to, somebody that always bringing positive vibes and telling you the things that you need to hear that most people won't tell you. So I'm super appreciative of him. Otherwise, I have Chris Drury in mind, who played a key, important role in my music career. I can confidently say that without Chris, the chances of me being here would be at least half. So let me give you a little bit of context here. After our third period in middle school, we would have an advisory class, 20 minutes or so to do your homework so you didn't have to do it at home. As soon as the bell rang, people would sprint to the lunch line so they could have the longest lunch break and play the most basketball. Me and Chris weren't about that. We would just walk like normal people, and we end up at the back of the lunch line talking to each other, getting to know one another, and we both found out that we both liked music, and that's when I discovered Chris had built his own personal studio, which was the one thing that I was lacking to be able to produce songs. So Chris had invited me over. I made a couple of terrible songs, but just seeing his process and seeing his equipment and how cool it was to be part of the process inspired me to build my own studio at my parents' house. I wasn't nearly as confident as I needed to be. I couldn't record what I wanted to. I ended up selling that studio, and then I was like, nah, I bought it again, and then I sold it again. At this point, I had moved out, got my own apartment, and built what I call my third and final studio. I'll never get rid of it. At this point, I thought I was making the best music I had ever made, which I probably was. I was still missing something, though. After making songs for a couple of months, I came to a realization. I didn't know if I had it in me to continue making music for the rest of my life. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration. I wasn't living enough to draw from that and create something that other people who lived lives could relate to. So after a long break of making no music for many months, I had another realization. That I wasn't nearly as happy as I was when I was making songs. Music is what makes me happy. So I knew that I needed to do something with that to get myself oriented around music, no matter what it took. I realized how legitimately possible it is for me to achieve my dreams. I realized that it is possible for me to make moves that increase my chances of success, and only I can do that. So I took matters into my own hands. I'm here today doing more of what I love, connecting with a community that I love, and helping people achieve their dreams. If any of that resonates with you, be sure you're dropping a subscription again so you don't miss anything Tuezday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, my name's Tuez, and this has been a Tuezday production.